Hello, everyone. Long time no here. It is I, SoftTibbies, with the show Tibby Time, where I interview various not safe for work artists and safe for work artists. And I am here with truly a legend. Please introduce yourself, my friend.
Hello, my name is Sin, otherwise known as Versible.
So, my first question for you is why such the fancy names? Like, do you have an origin story for both of your names?
That's a pretty interesting question. Versible. I was walking to school and I said, you know what? I need to make like a very unique alias for myself, and I said, you know what? Like it, my name back then, it was not as unique because it was just yeah, my name back then was Vixen at the time with two I's and two N's. But only for my music though, because this is when I was not making any art at all. Like I wasn't taking it seriously. I didn't have a tablet at the time. So I said, you know what? I should choose Versible because it's like um what I did was I took Percival, like the night at the round table, and then just mixed the name out a bit. The only reason why I know Percival is because I played like Sonic in the Black Knight and Blaze was Percival. So I was like, yo, this is actually gonna be really cool. So it has like it's inspired by um that. And Senrizuki, I came up with by the same method I made Versible. I just mixed up letters with by my. Well, it was only like for a city pop singer. I think her name was Kirino Kasai or something. I don't know. But yeah, that's how I came up with that.
So you mentioned a round table. Well, when I think of round tables, I think of amazing round asses. What made you change Sin into a short stack goblin?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, well, Sin was a human to begin with, but now I transformed her into a short stack goblin because I said, you know what, this might be cool, because um, I was like I liked short stack characters, so I just wanted one of my own, and that's the reason why I turned Sin into a goblin.
So I notice your art style has like been progressively getting like better and better and better, just like well any artist really. But how did it feel for your Cleopatra, or as she is known called as Ankara, to go viral?
Ah, I didn't really expect it at the time. I was like, I uploaded it and I said, you know what, it's just gonna get the same old 500 likes because at the time very, I was very unpopular at the time, but I, I didn't expect it to blow up like that. Like in the course of like one day, I got like 1,000 followers, and I was like, holy shit, you know, because people like people actually like Animal Crossing, and that's where most of my fans are like based upon like my Anka drawing. So I might do more Animal Crossing content.
Well, there's always the dichotomy between what you want to do versus what's popular. And if your name was inspired by Blaze the Cat, I know that you do a lot of Sonic drawings, like also Rouge the Bat and stuff like that. But in your opinion, like regardless of what's popular, what do you enjoy drawing more, Sonic or Animal Crossing?
It doesn't matter. I like drawing furry stuff.
Well, if you break it down a little bit, what is your favorite character to draw then?
My favorite character. That's a hard question. I would say my favorite character has to be Blaze. I mean, I've drawn Blaze, I've animated Blaze. Um, so I'd say Blaze. I know I'm sounding like kind of a normie, but like seriously, who can't resist Blaze? Like, come on.
Truly, she is an insatiable being. But I noticed you had a Patreon. What made you close it?
Um, I closed it because I don't think I was ready for the for managing a Patreon because at the time I my head was in like, oh, I just want a game, like, you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I noticed you're kind of like shifting gears now. Like you're doing stuff, I would suppose, like more seriously towards like monetary investment. So what does your Subscribe Star have to offer? I know you mentioned it a little bit, but do you have anything like to add in detail?
My Subscribe Star is still being worked on. I have to like um work on content. I have to think of what content to put on and think of what paywalls should I put in, like more variations of some the certain drawing I'm drawing, you know.
What would you say the most challenging part of like trying to monetize your art is? Like making sure people have enough things to, have incentive to do it, or is it just doing it in general?
I would say uh just doing it in general. Um, I don't know. Like the thing about monetizing my art, um, it's I'm not used to all of this monetizing stuff yet. It's I'm only used to like doing commissions, making art for people, but monetizing my art, it's a new challenge for me to overtake, and I'm planning on like doing that.
So, you seem to be a person of many talents because you do great music, you can animate, and you could also draw really well. But I did notice that you kind of dipped your toes into 3D art. Are you ever going to like finish your 3D model of Sin?
Um, it wasn't a 3D model of Sin. It was a 3D model of my cat girl Bastet, and no, I wouldn't be I don't see myself finishing it in the future because Blender is such a hassle to work with. Um, and yeah, it's pretty like it's whatever.
Well, you seem to have like a lot of inspirations from like the gaming world and other stuff like that, but do you have any like particular artists who inspire you, like even musically?
Um, well, musically, I wouldn't. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head because there's like a lot of people I listen to. Um, but for art, I would say, um, well, a big inspiration of mine was my boy Z Sloth. He he inspired me to get into art because I was friends with him in high school, and he really got me into art. That's what I have to say. Like he taught me how to draw. He taught me a couple of stuff, and just by observing, like I've I've learned a lot of stuff from him. So yeah.
So, if you could collab with any of these artists, I mean, you mentioned one specifically, but if you could collaborate with them in the future, what artist would it be, and what would you guys work on?
I don't see myself collabing with anyone, to be honest. Um, well, except for me, I was thinking of collabing with artist named Biffalo. He's another one of my inspirations. I love him so much. Um, I love his art too. He's such a nice guy, and I love his art. Um, but yeah, I was thinking of collabing with him too. We were thinking of doing like a little Blaze thing. But I don't know when it's gonna happen. But um, I'm still looking forward to doing that with him.
So, all in all, if I mean this is very far future thinking, but do you like where do you see yourself with your art like in the future? What is your ultimate goal if you could choose it?
My ultimate goal, probably to make my subscribe star more active and have enough subscribers to make a sustainable amount of income while having a job. Because I don't know. Because I don't see art like completely right now. I don't see art as a but the goal. I mean, yeah, but the goal is to make my art style. I mean, no, my art in general, like monetizing my art until I get a sustainable income to live.
So, my final question for you, my friend, is have you ever figured out the universal question, what is the deal with airline food?
Oh my gosh, I've talked about this yesterday with my friends because I was like, what's the deal with this joke about like what's the deal with airplane food? Like, what the heck is this? You know, like, um, yeah, I don't really get the deal of what's the deal with airplane food. Maybe it's not expensive. I don't know.
Well, truly, airline food is a mystery. Well,
Yeah,
thank you very much for being on the show, my friend.
yeah. Thank you for having me.
And, well, people, if you like Blaze the Cat and you really like short stacks, well, I got the place for you. It's at Sinruski on Twitter. And if you really like some good music, well, he links his music right there too. And thank you, my friends, for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.
See ya.